16-2. 15-8. 2 minutes left. 15-2. 16-6. 18-7. 15-3. 14-7. 16 flat. 14-8. 14-6. 15-6. 14-2. 15 flat. 16-3. 1 minute left. 16 flat. 45 seconds left. 22.8. 30 seconds left. 14-4. 14-4. 15 seconds left. 14 flat. 'Drivers, your practice session has expired, please leave the stand. Next practice starts in 15 seconds. New drivers begin practice. Ryan Johnson, Rob Hunter. (14-3). 15 flat. 20.7. 3 minutes left. 14-2. Matt Rigsby. 47.5. 14-5. 14-7. 18-9. 15-2. 47.3. 13-7. 2 minutes left. 13-7. 35.5. 17-8. 15-1, 16-4, 18-2. 16-3, 16-9, 18 flat. 1 minute left. 14-7. Jeremy Becker. "45 seconds left. 18-2. 26 flat. 37.6. 30 seconds left. 16-8. 15 seconds left. 19-6. 102.1. 16-3. 14-3. Drivers, your practice session has expired, please leave the stand. Next practice starts in 15 seconds. New drivers begin practice. Roger same. "13 flat. Rob Hunter. "13-3. 14-8. Matt Rigsby. 12-4. Jeremy Becker. 15-2. 3 minutes left. 15-3. 19-3. 12-4. 23.2. 19-1. 12-4. 14-8. 12-6. 17-6. 14-8. 12-4. 16-4. 2 minutes left. 13-8. 18-8. 16-6. 12-5. 15 flat. 138.4. 13-3. 18-4. 14-2. 17-2. 16-6. 15-1. 1 minute left. 16-5. 15-2. 17-5. 45 seconds left. 16-1. 16-8. 30 seconds left. 17 flat. 15 seconds left. 21.8. 16-2. 51.3. 14-4. Drivers, your practice session has expired, please leave the stand. Next practice starts in 15 seconds. New drivers begin practice.
All right, everybody, practice is closed, practice is closed.
Matt Rigsby.
This is a 1 minute call here for 13.5 four-wheel drive.
Controlled practice has stopped.
So we're gonna get started here in 1 minute, 1 minute. First we 13.5 four-wheel drive. More spring tension, stiffen it up.
Dan Jefferson. Old Guys Rule. Vince Lim. Rhino Johnson.
All right, let's get marshals out to the track. That's going to be 2 mod drivers out to the track to marshal, 2 mod drivers out to the track. Then just go across the line and I'll get you checked in. Okay, are you running sportsman or stock? Okay. No, Scott, you're in here. All right, all right, all right. Still need a couple marshals out here.
Ryan Johnson.
I don't know how many we got for 2 mods, so we may need some volunteers.
Scott Jackson.
Let's get some 75 sportsman guys out here to marshal. Just waiting on Deere and Copeland to get checked in. All right. Roger, do we want a marshal in the middle or no? All right.
Josh Deere. Sakal John.
All right, all right, all right. No speed, no speed, no speed. Line him up on the back of the straight. Line him up on the back of the straight. Order's going to go Josh, John, Eric, Vince, Scott, Ryan, Rhino, and Dan. Again, Josh, John, Eric, Vince, Scott, Ryan, Rhino, and Dan. I'm going to call y'all out kind of fast here because we got a lot of drivers. All right, drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Josh on the tone. Here we go. John, Eric, Vince, Scott, Ryan, Rhino, Dan. All righty.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Old Guys Rule, and Scott Jackson.
Dan out in the 1, Eric in the 2, Vince in the 3, Scott in the 4, Rhino in the 5, Ryan in the 6, Josh in the 7, John in the 8. Up next, we got Sportsman Heat 1. Fast lap 12.666 out of Dan.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Old Guys Rule, and Vince Lim.
All right, 2:35 on the clock. Dan, new fast lap 12.621. Dan on 19.403. Eric on 19.409. Vince on 18.401. Scott on 19.401. Rhino on a 17.413. Ryan on a 16.406. John on a 16.406. And Josh on a 15.401. Caution straightaway. Caution straightaway. All clear. Two minutes on the clock.
2 minutes left. After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Old Guys Rule, Dan Jefferson, and Vince Lim.
Caution over by Chad. Caution by Chad. Clear.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Old Guys
on the
Rule,
clock.
Vince Lim, and Dan Jefferson.
Eric out in the 1, Vince in the 2, Dan in the 3, Scott in the 4, John in the 5, Ryan in the 6, Ryan Johnson in the 7, and Josh in the 8. Fast lap 12.460 out of Eric.
One minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Old Guys Rule, Vince Lim, and Dan
after
Jefferson.
Karen. Caution after Karen. Clear. "45 seconds on the clock. Caution on the sweeper. Caution on the sweeper. Clear.
"30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Old Guys Rule, Vince Lim, and Dan Jefferson.
20 seconds on the clock.
"15 seconds left. Josh Deere done. Vince Lim done. Old Guys Rule done. Sakal John done. Dan Jefferson done. Rhino Johnson done. Ryan Johnson done. All drivers are finished. Scott Jackson done.
All right, drop your cars off. Get right back out to Marshall. 17.5 Sportsman Heat 1 is up. Looking for Seth, Woody, Andrew, Chris, Brent, Emily, Scooter, and Rob. All right, let's get marshals out to the track. Again, we're looking for Seth, Woody, Andrew, Chris, Brent, Emily, Scooter, and Rob.
Scooter Wingerd, Woody Arthur, Seth Rhodes, Rob Hunter, Andrew Tuttle, Emily Weldon, Chris Morrison.
Andrew, you can't park there.
Brent Edwards.
All right, no speed, no speed, no speed. Straightaways closed, straightaways closed, straightaways closed. Order's going to go Seth, Woody, Andrew, Chris, Brent, Emily, Scooter, and Rob. Again, Seth, Woody, Andrew, Chris, Brent, Emily, Scooter, and Rob. All right, all right, all right. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Seth on the tone, here we go. Woody, Andrew, Chris, Brent, Emily, Scooter, Rob. All right, keep it nice and clean. Caution on that sweeper, caution on the sweeper. Clear.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Seth Rhodes, Scooter Wingerd, and Woody Arthur.
All right, all right, all right. Fast lap, 14.148 out of Brent. Brent out in the 1, Woody in the 2, Scooter in the 3. Caution by Chad, caution by Chad.
After 1 minute, 3 minutes
clear.
left. The top drivers are Brent Edwards, Woody Arthur, and Scooter Wingerd.
Caution on the sweeper, caution on the sweeper. All clear, all clear. After 1 minute, we got Scooter out in the 1, Brent in the 2, Seth in the 3, Woody in the 4, Rob in the 5, Andrew in the 6, Emily in the 7, Chris in the 8. 14.148, still fast lap out of Brent. Caution sweeper, caution sweeper, caution at Karen, caution at Karen.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Scooter Wingerd, Seth Rhodes, and Brent Edwards.
Two minutes fast lap, 13.680 out of Scooter. Hey, I thought Scooter bumped to stock. Alrighty. 2:05 on the clock. Scooter on the 1, Seth in the 2, Rob in the 3, Brent in the 4, Emily in the 5, Woody in the 6, Chris in the 7, Andrew in the 8.
2 minutes left. After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Scooter Wingerd, Seth Rhodes, and Brent Edwards.
Caution after Chad, caution after Chad. $1:35 on the clock. Scooter still out in the 1, Seth in the 2, Emily in the 3, Rob in the 4, Woody in the 5, Brendan in the 6, Chris in the 7, Andrew in the 8.
The top drivers are Scooter Wingerd, Seth Rhodes, and Emily Weldon.
One minute on the clock.
One minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Scooter Wingerd, Seth
50
Rhodes,
seconds
and
on the
Rob
clock.
Hunter.
Caution at Karen, caution at Karen.
45 seconds left.
Caution at Karen, caution at Karen. Caution by Josh. All clear. 30 seconds on the clock.
Left. After 3 minutes 31 seconds, The top drivers are Scooter Wingard, Seth Rhodes, and Emily Weldon. 15 seconds left.
All right. She'll call you when you're done.
Seth Rhodes done. Andrew Tuttle done. Woody Arthur done. Scooter Wingard done.
Track is live.
Chris
Keep
Morrison
going.
done. Rob Hunter done. Brent Edwards done. All drivers are finished. Emily Weldon done. The race is completed.
All right. Heat 2 is up. Heat 2 is up. I don't know. We started filling them up with stuff. All right, drop your cars off. Get right back out to Marshall. Andrew, your buggy looked good, but I don't know what was happening behind the wheel of it.
Yoder.
I also
Chris
thought you
Ratliff.
bumped out a sportsman, but I guess
Dave
not.
Kane. Matt Rigsby. Adam Gray. Roland Nolan. David Pyle.
John, it says you're in this one. Were you supposed to be in regular stock? Copeland? John? All right. Order's going to go David, Matt, Yoder, Matt Rigsby, Adam, Nolan, Dave, and Chris. So Yoder in the 2, Rigsby in the 3. All right. Driver's ready. Marshall's ready. David on the tone. Here we go. Matt. Adam. Nolan. Dave. Chris. All right, keep it clean, keep it clean.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Yoder, Matt Rigsby, and David Pyle.
Caution at Karen, caution at Karen. Stay inside at Karen, stay inside at Karen. All clear, all clear.
After 1 minute left, the top drivers are Yoder, David Pyle, and Matt Rigsby.
All right, David out in the 1, Matt in the 2, Matt Rigsby in the 3, Adam in the 4, Nolan in the 5, Chris in the 6, Dave in the 7. Fast lap 14.694.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are David Pyle, Yoder, and Matt Rigsby.
Caution at Karen, caution at Karen. Can we pull that cart?
2 minutes left. After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are David Pyle, Yoder, and Adam Gray.
.145 on the clock. David out in the 1, Matt in the 2, Adam in the 3, Matt Rigsby in the 4, Nolan in the 5, Dave in the 6, Chris in the 7. Caution at Karen, caution at Karen, caution at Karen.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are David Pyle, Yoder, and Matt Rigsby.
One minute on the clock, 1 minute on the clock.
One minute left. After 3 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are David Pyle, Yoder, and Adam Gray.
50 seconds on the clock. Up next, we 13.5 short course, 45 seconds. Here we go.
45 seconds left.
David out in the 1, Yoder in the 2, Adam in 3, Matt in the 4, Chris in the 5, David in the 6.
30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are David Pyle, Yoder, and Adam Gray. "15 seconds left.
Caution at Karen, caution at Karen.
Yoder done. David Pyle done. Dave Kane done. Matt Rigsby done.
All right.
Chris Ratliff done.
That's a race.
All drivers are finished. Adam Gray done. The race is completed.
13.5 short course heat 1 is up. We're looking for Clark, Andrew, Todd, Nolan, and Jeremy. Yeah, because I was like, you're a second faster than the rest of the grid. Like, what the? I was like, you're a second faster than the rest of the grid.
Todd Powell. Dark Clark. Roland Nolan.
All right, let's get marshals out to the track, please.
Jeremy Becker.
Waiting on Andrew to get checked in here.
Andrew Tuttle.
All right, no speed, no speed, no speed. Straightaways closed, straightaways closed, straightaways closed, straightaways closed. Order's going to go Clark, Andrew, Todd, Nolan, and Jeremy. Again, Clark, Andrew, Todd, Nolan, and Jeremy. All right, all right, all right. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. Clark on the tone. Here we go. Andrew. Todd. Nolan. Jeremy. Jeremy's got the coolest paint job. You just haven't unlocked it yet, so you can't see what it is. You got to pay for premium if you want to see his paint job.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Todd Powell, Jeremy Becker, and Dark Clark.
All right, 3:15 on the clock. Todd on the 1, Clark in the 2, Nolan in 3, Andrew in the 4.
After 1 minute, 3 minutes, the top drivers are Todd
Watch
Powell,
out for
Dark
Andrew's
Clark,
truck. If he
and
hits
Roland
you,
Nolan.
you'll probably get a hole in your car. He's pretty much driving a tank out there. Does it track straight? I don't think so, but if it does hit you, it'll cause problems. Andrew, if you want to borrow some tires, I have some scrub tires you can use.
After 1 minute
Andrew, I'll
30
give you
seconds,
some tires that are scrubbed in.
The top drivers are Todd Powell, Dark Clark, and Roland Nolan.
Because I don't know if I'm going to run tonight, by the looks of things. Or you can just run my truck. Two minutes on the clock. Todd out on the 1, Clark in the 2, Nolan 3, Andrew in the 4.
The top drivers are Todd Powell, Dark Clark, and Roland Nolan.
Yeah, I'll either give you tires or you just run my truck. $135. Todd out on the 1. We got 2 drops, so there's just 3 drivers left.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds,
This seems to be a single elimination
Todd
round.
Powell, Dark Clark, and
By the
Roland
looks of
Nolan.
it.
One minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Todd Powell, Dark Clark, and Roland Nolan.
All right, Todd leads round, Clark in the 2, Nolan in the 3.
45 seconds left. After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Todd Powell, Dark Clark, and Roland Nolan.
20 seconds on the clock.
$15 seconds left.
Five seconds.
Dark Clark done. Todd Powell done.
Just waiting on Nolan to go across the line. Andrew, I'm going to recruit you to drive for me in the next round. Can you do that for me?
All drivers are finished. Roland Nolan done.
Andrew, can you drive my car in this round, in this heat for me? If you want. You don't, I mean, you don't have to. You don't want to? Okay, then plug it in, turn the radio on, give it to Graydon. He's running for me. Graydon, you want to run my short course? You want to run my short course for this round? Okay, go get, Andrew's going to get it set up for you.
The race is completed.
What? No.
I don't feel good right now. I don't want to move. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, got Vince, Graydon, Rob, Terry, and Gene. What's that? Probably by Karen. Outside on the edge. Outside on the edge. All right, drivers, go ahead and get checked in here. Do a lap.
Mud flap.
Oh, do a lap, guys. Do a lap, Terry. Everyone.
Rob
We need one
Hunter.
more. If I get one more marshal down at the end, one more marshal
Terry
down
Brown.
at the end. If I get a volunteer. Thank you. All right,
Vince
order's going to go Vince,
Gene
Graydon,
Dancing
Rob,
Machine.
Terry, and Gene. All right, no speed. Line them up on the top of the straight. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. Vince on the tone. Here we go. Graydon, Rob, Terry, Gene. This is Graydon's debut short course run. Filling in for me while I'm doing some RDing. 3:30 on the clock.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Terry Brown, and Rob Hunter.
Vince out in the 1, Terry in the 2, Rob in the 3, Graydon in the 4, Gene in the 5. Graydon just going for it. I love to see it. That's how you're supposed to drive a short course. Yeah, thank you.
After 1 minute, 3 minutes left, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Terry Brown, and Gene Dancing Machine.
At 1 and 3 to go, Vince leading us around 17.405. Terry in the 2, Rob 3, Alexander in the 4, Gene in the 5. So Vince is running in front of Todd's TQ. Terry would be just off of
After
Todd's
1 minute, 30
run
seconds,
by about
the
4 or
top
5
drivers are
seconds. So
Vince
he's
Lim,
in the
Terry
3
Brown,
overall.
and Mud Flap.
Rob is running in the 5 qualifier spot overall. Currently, he's on a 14.402. So 145 in, 2:15 to go. Fast lap out of Vince. Last lap, 14.0. Terry saw 15.6. Rob saw 15.7.
2 minutes left.
Alex
2 minutes,
last
1
lap,
second.
15.3 was his fast lap.
Lim,
Gene,
Terry Brown,
16.2,
and
a
Rob
couple
Hunter.
laps back. He followed up with a 16.7. So Vince still 17.406. Todd had a 16.407. So there's a lap difference. 140 left. 140 to go.
After 2 minutes 31
Work together back
seconds,
there. Work together back
the
there.
top drivers are Vince Lim,
that back to
Terry
Gene,
Brown,
thank you.
and Rob Hunter.
Got to work together out there, guys. You know, punting somebody from behind doesn't really work well, especially if they pass you.
One minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Terry Brown,
All right,
and
55
Rob
seconds
Hunter.
on the clock. Jeremy, you might have some
45 seconds
competition here. 40 seconds.
.30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers
25
are
seconds
Vince
on the
Lim,
clock.
Terry Brown, and Rob Hunter. .15 seconds left.
Graydon driving foot to the floor. I mean, if you're going to drive my short course, that's how you better do it.
Gene Dancing Machine done. Vince Lim done.
All right.
Mud Flap done. Rob Hunter
Graydon,
done.
you're done. Just waiting on Terry.
All drivers are finished. Terry Brown done.
All right, Graydon, just grab that car and give it to Andrew. He'll take care of it for you.
The race is completed.
All right, looking for Scott, Chad, Vince, Dan, Travis, James, and Josh.
Dan Jefferson, Scott Jackson, Chad Kramer, James Paulson,
Terry, how is my sub in? sub in. My sub in. I had Grady fill in for me.
Vince Lim.
Yeah? Yeah. Good job. All right, looking on for Travis and Josh. Let's get marshals out to the track, please. Marshals out to the track. I need, I think, 3 more marshals. 3 more marshals.
Josh Deere.
Do I have someone down at the end of the driver's stand? No? Okay. If I get some sportsman drivers out to the track, some sportsman drivers to marshal for me, that'd be great. Dan, you need a 1-minute call? All right, 1-minute call for Dan here. Dan's out here losing his nuts. All right. Go ahead and get him lined up on the straightaway. Giving Dan a second here. What's up? One more? All right, if I get one more corner marshal down at the end of the driver's stand, one more corner marshal. Thank you. Someone. Dan, you good? Okay. All right. Order's going to go Scott, Chad, Vince, Dan, James, and Josh. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. Scott on the tone. Here we go. Chad, Vince, Dan, James, Josh. Okay, cool.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Scott Jackson, Dan Jefferson, and James Paulson.
Yeah. Short course is just so much fun. It's low stakes and just you can just rail on it and it doesn't matter. Exactly. You just pull the trigger and keep going. It's awesome. Three minutes on the clock. Dan out on the 1, Scott on the 2,
After
Vince in
1
the 3.
minute left, the top drivers
James
are
in
Dan
3,
Jefferson,
Vince in the 4,
Scott
Chad in the 5,
Jackson,
Josh in
and
the
James
6.
Paulson. After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Scott Jackson, and Vince Lim.
All right, 2:15 on the clock. Dan on the 1, fast lap 12, 8:32. Scott in the 2, Vince in the 3, James in the 4. Dan on 19.4.12, Scott on 18.4.05, Vince on 18.4.09, James on 18.4.11, Chad on 17.4.02, Josh on 14.4.01.
2 minutes left. After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Scott Jackson, and Vince Lim.
What's that? Yeah, the trucks are really prone to rolling over. You gotta be careful in the corners with them, but you were driving great. Yeah. Now you gotta get a short course.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Scott Jackson, and Vince Lim.
I'm in the same heat as him, so if you keep running my car, which I don't know if I'm gonna drive it all tonight, so if I don't drive, you can drive my truck the rest of the night. 1:15 on the clock. Do you guys need anything?
1 minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, The top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Scott Jackson, and James Paulson. 45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jeppesen, Scott Jackson, and Vince Lim. "15 seconds left.
All right, 3 seconds.
Chad Kramer done. Scott Jackson done. Vince Lim done. Dan Jeppesen done. James Paulson done. All drivers are finished. Josh Deere done. The
All
race
right,
is
drop your cars
completed.
off, get right back out to Marshall.
Wyatt Deere. Graydon
Over
Edwards.
Jeremy, Graydon, Eric,
Terry Brown.
Terry, Gene, Wyatt, and Diego.
Jeremy Becker.
All right, let's get Marshals out to the track. Marshals out to the track, please.
Gene Dancing Machine.
Just wait on Eric and Diego. Oh, no worries.
The Terminator.
Does help if you can see. Gotta get bifocals. Ready for anything. All right,
Old
I think I
guys
got
rule.
Marshals in all positions. All right, no speed, no speed. Line 'em up on the straightaway. Line 'em up on the straightaway. Order's going to go Jeremy, Graydon, Eric, Terry, Gene, Wyatt, and Diego. Again, Jeremy, Graydon, Eric, Terry, Gene, Wyatt, and Diego. All right, drivers ready. Marshals ready. Jeremy on the tone. Here we go. Graydon, Eric, Terry, Gene, Wyatt, Diego. He's on his way back right now, but I don't think he's going to make it. Yeah.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Old Guys Rule, Terry Brown, and Graydon Edwards.
All right, Eric on the 1, Graydon in the 2, Terry in the 3, Jeremy in the 4, Wyatt in the 5, Gene in the 6, Diego in the 7, fast lap 13.163. Graydon in the 2 with a fast lap 13.855. Graydon and
3 to
Jeremy
1
having
left.
a little bit of battle
the top
there.
drivers are Old Guys Rule, Terry Brown, and Graydon Edwards.
All right, Terry up to the 2, Wyatt in the 3, Graydon in the 4, Jeremy in the 5, Gene in the 6, Diego in the 7, fast lap 12.720 out of Eric. Up next after this will be 2 mod. Don't know if Kevin's going to be back in time to make this one, but we're going to run it as is.
After 1 minute 31 seconds, the top drivers are Old Guys Rule, Terry Brown, and Jeremy Becker.
Setting it up as double main, so Eric out in the 1, Terry in the 2, Jeremy in 3, Wyatt in the 4, Gray in the 5, Gene in 6, Diego in the 7, fast lap 12, 7-2-0 out of Eric.
2 minutes after left. 2 minutes 1 second. The top drivers
Eric
are
only
Old
went on
Guys
12
Rule,
lap
Terry
pace,
Brown, and
2
Jeremy
through
Becker.
5 all on a 13 lap pace, 6 and 7 on a 15 lap for fast pace. Remember, Graydon, you're running buggy now, not short course. You can't drive over other people's cars.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Old Guys Rule, Terry Brown, and Jeremy Becker.
.110 on the clock. One minute remaining.
1 minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Old Guys Rule, Terry Brown, and Jeremy Becker.
Can I get anything for you?
45 seconds left.
Yeah, give me 1 second. We get the next round start, and then I'll be right with you. Do you know which ones you want? What's up?
30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Old Guys Rule, Terry Brown, and Graydon Edwards. 15 seconds left.
Keep driving until she calls you done.
Jeremy Becker done. Graydon Edwards done. Terry Brown done. Wyatt Deere done. Gene Dancing Machine done. The Terminator done. All drivers are finished. Old Guys Rule done. The race is completed.
All right, 2 mod is up. Drop your cars off, get right back out to Marshall. We'll take a quick break after this.
Justin Hall.
Yeah.
Robert Bacozzi.
I saw that.
Roger Same. Ty Trailer.
All right,
Ryan Johnson.
let's get Marshall out of position. Caution on sweeper. All right, I think I need 2 more marshals. 2 more marshals. I need someone in the middle and someone at the end of the driver's stand. Thank you, Diego. Do I have anyone at the end of the driver's stand? Matt, thank you. Yeah, stand right here. Thank you. All right, no speed, no speed. Straightaways closed, straightaways closed, straightaways closed. Order's going to go Ryan, Ty, Justin, Rob, and Roger. All right. Driver's ready. Marshall's ready. Ryan on the tone. Here we go. Ty, Justin, Robert, Roger.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Justin Hall, Robert Bacozzi, and Roger Same. After 1 minute, 3 minutes left, the top drivers are Robert Bacozzi, Justin Hall, and Roger Same. After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Roger Same, Justin Hall, and Robert Bacozzi. After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Justin Hall, Roger Same, and Robert Bacozzi. After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Robert Bacozzi, Roger Same, and Justin Hall. One minute left. After 3 minutes, 1
All right,
second,
55 seconds on the clock. Robert in the 1, Justin in the 2, Roger in 3, Ty in the 4, Ryan in the 5, fast lap 12, 2, 2, 8.
"45 seconds left.
"30 seconds.
30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Robert Bacozzi, Justin Hall, and Roger Same.
Take like a 5 or 10 minute break after this. 15 seconds on the clock. Justin
left.
up in the 1, Robert in the 2, Roger in 3, Ty in the 4, Ryan in the 5.
Ty trailer done. Robert Bacozzi done. Ryan Johnson done. Roger Same done. All drivers are finished. Justin Hall done.
All right, that's a race.
He was in heat 2.
All right, all right, all right, all right. 13.5 four-wheel drive Q2. Heat 1 is up. Looking for Eric, Dan, Vince, Scott, John, Ryan, Josh, and Rhino. Let's get 2 mod drivers out to the track to Marshall.
Dan Jefferson, Rhino Johnson, Scott Jackson, Vince Lim.
All right, 2 mod drivers out to the track. 2 mod drivers out to the
Josh
track.
Deere,
Caution at Karen, caution at Karen. Marshall, let's get some 17.5 Sportsman drivers out here to fill in a couple spots. Again, if we get some Sportsman drivers or something
Ryan
out here to
Johnson.
fill in, I think we need a couple volunteers.
Old Guys Rule,
Caution at Karen,
Sock out
caution
John.
at Karen, continued caution. Still waiting on marshals. If we get some volunteer marshals out here, please. Volunteer marshals, anyone. Caution by Karen. All right, I think I need one more at the top of the straight. No speed, no speed. Straightaway's closed, straightaway's closed, straightaway's closed. What's that? Okay. Okay. Ty, you want to move in a little bit? No? Okay. Order's going to go Eric, Dan, Vince, Scott, John, Ryan, Josh, and Rhino. Got checks on everyone. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Eric on the tone. Here we go. Dan, Vince, Scott, John, Ryan, Josh, Rhino. All right, let's keep it clean. Caution at Karen, caution at Karen, caution at Karen. All clear, all clear.
after 30 seconds, the top drivers are Old Guys Rule, Scott
Eric
Jackson
out in the
and
1,
Ryan
Vince in the 2,
Johnson.
Scott in the 3, Dan in the 4, Ryan in the 5, John in the 6, Josh in the 7, Rhino in the 8. Pass up 13 flat out of Vince. 12.880 out of Eric, Vince in the 2, Dan in the 3, Scott in the 4, Ryan in the 5, John in 6, Josh in 7, 8, Rhino in the 8. Eric out on 19.413, Vince on 18.407, Dan on 18.410. Closest battle right now being between Vince and
After 1
Dan.
minute left, the top drivers
Going
are
back
Old
and
Guys
forth
Rule,
out there.
Vince Lim and Dan Jefferson.
Josh, you have Vince coming up behind you. Please let him by when he gets up to you. 2:45 on the clock. Thank you. Dan with a slight bobble there. Caution on the sweeper. Caution on the sweeper.
After 1 minute 31
2:30
seconds,
on the clock.
the
Eric
top
New fast lap
drivers are Old Guys Rule,
12.723.
Vince
Eric
Lim
on a
and Scott Jackson.
18.402. Vince on 18.404. Dan on 18.409. Those are your top three drivers, all on an 18-lap pace. Ryan on 17.4 flat, Scott on a 17.404, John on 16.402, Josh on 16.411, and Rhino on a 15.412. 2:05 on the clock.
Two minutes left. After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Old
1:55.
Guys
Eric
Rule,
still
Vince
leading us
Lim
around.
and
Dan
Dan
up to the
Jefferson.
2, Vince in the 3, Scott in the 4, Ryan in the 5, Josh in the 6, John in 7. Caution sweeper, caution sweeper. Stay inside, stay inside, stay inside. .135 on the clock. Dan now up to the 1, Vince in the 2, Eric in the 3, Scott in the 4, Ryan in the 5, John in the 6, Josh in the 7, Rhino in the 8.
After 2 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Vince Lim, and
125.
Old Guys Rule.
Dan fast lap 12.466. Vince in the 2, Eric in the 3. Scott now up to an 18 lap pace.
One minute left. After 3 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Vince Lim, and Old Guys Rule.
45 seconds on the clock.
45 seconds left.
Eric new fast lap 12.393. Dan out of the 1, Eric in the 2, Vince in the 3, Scott in the 4, Ryan in the 5, John in the 6, Josh in the 7, Rhino in the 8. Vince breaking in the 12 seconds with a 12.893.
30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Old Guys Rule, and Vince Lim.
20 seconds on the clock.
$15 seconds left.
Caution before Chad, caution before Chad. Clear.
Old Guys Rule done. Dan Jefferson done. Vince Lim done. Scott Jackson done. Rhino Johnson done. Josh Deere done. The race is completed.
All right. 17.5, Heat 1. We're looking for Scooter, Seth, Rob, Woody, Brent, Emily,
Scooter
Chris,
Winter.
and Andrew.
Rob Hunter. Chris Morrison. Seth Rhodes. Woody Arthur. Emily Weldon. Brent Edwards. Andrew Tuttle.
All right, no speed, no speed, no speed. Straightaways closed, straightaways closed, straightaways closed, straightaways closed. Order's gonna go Scooter, Seth, Rob, Woody, Brent, Emily, Chris, and Andrew. All right, drivers ready. What's up? Oh, we need Marshall in the middle, Marshall in the middle. Thank you, thank you. All righty, drivers ready, Marshall's ready, Scooter on the tone. Here we go. Seth, Rob, Woody, Brent, Emily, Chris, Andrew. What's up? I just click create new and do it that way. I guess not. Caution at Karen, caution at Karen.
Okay. Yeah, you got to resort.
Oh.
Well, we're just going to...
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Woody Arthur, Brent
You
Edwards,
said
and Andrew Tuttle.
1 and 2 and there were 2 heats.
Last time there were 3 heats.
Oh. They ran fine the first round, so just...
Yeah, but there was 3 heats.
No, it wasn't 3 heats the first round.
I broke it down myself.
Because I had to add people in, so we ran 8 in the first round. I didn't know, I didn't see it, sorry.
Okay, well, we should...
After 1 minute, 3 minutes left, the top drivers are Brent Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Scooter Wingerd.
2:55 on the clock. Brent out in the 1, Seth in 2, Scooter in the 3, Woody in the 4, Chris in the 5, Emily in the 6, Rob in the 7, Andrew in the 8.
After 1 minute 30 seconds,
2:30 on the
top
clock.
drivers
Brent
are
out in the 1, Seth in the 2,
Edwards,
Scooter in the 3,
Rhodes,
Emily in
and
the 4,
Scooter
Woody in the
Wingerd.
5, Chris in the 6, Rob in the 7, Andrew in the 8. 2:20 on the clock. Caution at Karen, caution at Karen.
Two minutes left. The top drivers are Scooter Wingard, Seth Rhodes, and Brent Edwards.
Caution before Chad. Caution before Chad. Caution at Chad. Caution at Chad. Stay wide at
After
Chad.
2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Brent Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Scooter Wingard.
One minute on the clock.
One minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Brent Edwards, Seth Rhodes, and Scooter Wingard.
45 seconds.
45 seconds left. Thirty
30 seconds on the
left.
clock. Brent out in the
After
1,
3
Seth
minutes,
in the 2,
32
Scooter in the 3,
seconds,
Woody in the 4,
the
Rob
top
in the 5, Chris
drivers
on
are
6,
Brent
Emily in the
Edwards,
7.
Seth Rhodes, and Scooter Wingard. "15 seconds left.
All right.
Rob Hunter done.
She'll call you when you're done.
Woody Arthur done. Scooter Wingard done. Seth Rhodes done. Brent Edwards done. Chris Morrison done. All drivers are finished.
All right.
Emily Weldon done.
Gonna take a 5-minute break here. 1 sec. Or 5 minutes. Just a couple minutes.
The race is completed.
Okay, nobody go yet. Nobody go yet. Yeah.
Everything all good?
Yeah.
All right, good.
That's what I'm doing right now. All right, so I resorted short course and 17.5 pro stock. So 13.5 short course. The first heat's going to go Gene, Alexander, Nolan, Andrew, Jeremy. 13.5 short course. A sort is going to be Vince, Todd, Terry, Clark, and Rob. 17.5 buggy. The first race is going to be Terry, Jeremy, Wyatt, Graydon, Diego, Josh, Gene, and Travis. And then the other one's going to be Daniel, Tim, or excuse me, Eric, Scott, Vince, James, and Chad. So got that done. So you guys go ahead and check them in. Let's get our corner marshals out there. Let's check them in.
David Pyle, Yoder, Chris Ratliff, Dave King.
Sorry about that.
Matt Rigsby,
Easy
Adam Gray,
mistake.
Roland Nolan.
Now, Gene, I'll qualify him from that heat. You'll be in the front, so yeah. Let's get Copeland. You're in. Copeland, you going? Yeah, you're in this one. Sorry. We need one more marshal. One more marshal. Okay, everybody, no more speed. Let's let Copeland check in, and then we'll go. Let's have Copeland take a lap. Copeland take a lap. There we go.
Sakal John.
All right. So it's going to go David, Matt, Yoder, Matt Rigsby, Adam, Chris, Dave, Nolan, and John. Okay, here we go. David, I'm going to call you off. We're going to go fast. Here we go. Yoder, Rigsby, Gray, Ratliff, Kane, Key, and Copeland. Now remember, if somebody comes up on you, even if you lap them, let them go by. They've closed the gap on you, so let them go by. So have clean passes. For you sportsmen guys,
After
the fastest
30
way
seconds,
through this
the top drivers are
little
Yoder,
area
David
by Karen
Pyle,
is to
and
go
Matt Rigsby.
slow. So right now, Scooter has the TQ of a 16.4 flat.
After 1 minute, 3 minutes left, the top drivers are Sakal John, Yoder, and Matt Rigsby.
All right, so Copeland now putting himself fifth on the grid. So that is the, let's see, what is that, gray? Let's find Copeland on the track. It's the gray and red car, I think. Let me see here. Whoops.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers
So gray
are
car
Sakal
with
John,
yellow wheels
Matt
is our
Rigsby,
leader.
and Yoder.
He's coming around Karen right now. Gray car with yellow wheels. There you go. He got through. So Copeland's got some clear track of him now, ahead of him now. He's on a 16.40, so new TQ. So if you see that gray car with yellow wheels, let him go. He's coming down the straight right now.
2 minutes left. The top drivers are Sakal John,
Short court,
Matt
he's
Rigsby, and
won.
David
You are
Pyle.
up. Copeland's got clear track again. Going across the big sweeper jump across Chad. And into Karen he goes. There's a car over here. So Nolan, you'll have the leader coming up on you next. He's on a 17.410.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Sakal John, David Pyle, and Matt Rigsby.
Watch out on the sweeper. Watch out on the sweeper. Help out. That's our leader. Help him out. That's the leader. Okay, got plenty of time. We got a minute left. That's the leader, guys, that you guys are hacking on.
1 minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Sakal John, David Pyle, and Matt Rigsby.
Okay, so Copeland is right now sitting fifth. The silver
45
car with the
seconds
yellow
left.
wheels is your leader. How many times do I have to call it out?
30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are David Pyle, Sakal
Here he
John, and Matt
comes
Rigsby.
around the sweeper. He'll be coming up on Matt next. So that's your leader coming up on you, Matt.
15 seconds left.
So it's Copeland, David, Rigsby, Ratliff, Gray, and Nolan.
David Pyle done.
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Matt Rigsby done.
Well,
Dave Kane done.
right.
Sakal John done. Chris Ratliff done. Adam Gray done.
Waiting on Nolan.
All
There
drivers
we go.
are finished. Roel and Nolan done. The race is completed.
So A sort is going to go Scooter, David, Seth, Brent, Copeland, Rob, and Woody. I think Rigsby made the A2. We'll do 8 in. All right, so this is going to be Gene, Alexander, Nolan, Andrew, and Jeremy are in this one. Alexander, you running this? You're out?
Gene Dancing Machine. Roel and Nolan. Jeremy Becker.
All right, let's get Andrew Tuttle checked in. Tuttle, you're doing it? You're out too? Okay, so I guess there's only 3 in this one, so it's Gene, Nolan, and Jeremy. So line them up. Line them up in the straight. It's going to go Gene, Nolan, and Jeremy. We got corners. Why don't we have you in the corner? Let's see. We're going to save you for the next run. We don't need one back there. Yeah, we'll use it in the next one. We'll need him. Okay, so here we go. Gene, you're going to go on the tone. Nolan. And Jeremy. Jeremy, I got a body if you want. Looks like you're doing okay with that, though. Kind of naked. It's like the Invisible Woman at OMSI. Anybody remember that? Old enough to remember that? All right.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Roel and Nolan, and Gene Dancing Machine.
So are you out for good tonight? Are you out for good or just for me? Okay. What about him? Why? All
After 1
righty.
minute, 3 minutes left, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Roel and Nolan, and Gene Dancing Machine.
So Jeremy in the 1.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Gene Dancing Machine, and Roel and Nolan. After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Gene Dancing Machine, and Roel and Nolan.
Oh. So Jeremy out front moving himself up to 4th on the grid. You can take over. I'm fine.
After 2 minutes 31
1:30
seconds,
on the clock. Jeremy
top
on the 1,
drivers
Gene
are
the 2,
Jeremy
Nolan
Becker,
3.
Gene Dancing Machine, and Roland Nolan. One minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Gene Dancing Machine, and Roland Nolan.
50 seconds.
45 seconds left.
$35 seconds.
30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Jeremy Becker, Gene Dancing Machine, and Roland Nolan. "15 seconds left.
Caution on sweeper, caution on sweeper.
Roland Nolan done. Jeremy Becker done. All drivers are finished. Gene Dancing Machine done. The race is completed.
All right. Short course heat 2 is up. Looking for Vince, Todd, Terry, Clark, and Rob.
Vince Lim, Rob Hunter, Terry Brown, Dark Clark, Todd Powell,
All right, need marshals out on the track. Need one person in the back corner. Do I have someone at the end of the driver's stand? Doesn't look like it. Okay, if I can get one more marshal out here. One more volunteer marshal. Robert Bacozzi, could I get you to come marshal for me? Down at the other end of the driver's stand, please. Order is going to go Vince, Todd, Terry, Clark, and Rob. No speed, no speed. Straightaways closed, straightaways closed. Oh, all right. Never mind. We're good. Thank you, Graydon. All right. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. Vince on the tone. Here we go. Todd, Terry, Clark, Rob. Rob with an awesome wheelie there. I'm assuming that was intentional.
After 30 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Todd Powell, and Terry Brown.
All right, Vince on the 1, fast lap 14.174. Todd in the 2, Terry in 3, Clark in the 4, Rob in the 5.
Three minutes after left. 1 minute 1 second, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Todd Powell, and Terry Brown.
250.
After 1 minute 31 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Todd
2:25
Powell,
on the clock.
and Terry Brown. 2 minutes left. After 2 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Terry Brown, and Todd Powell.
All right, 1:45 on the clock. Vince out in the 1, Todd in the 2, Terry in 3, Clark in the 4, Rob in the 5.
After 2 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Todd Powell, and Terry Brown. One minute left. After 3 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Todd Powell, and Terry Brown.
45 seconds. 13.861 fast lap
45
out of
seconds
Vince.
left. $30 left. After 3 minutes 32 seconds, the top drivers are Vince Lim, Todd Powell, and Terry Brown. $15 left.
All right, she'll call you when you're done.
Vince Lim done. Todd Powell done. Rob Hunter done.
Track's still live, track's still live.
Terry Brown done.
That's a short course driver if I've ever seen one. Good job,
All
Clark.
drivers are finished. Dark Clark done. The race is completed.
It's not broken, it's just modified. All right, two-wheel drive stock buggy is up. Looking for Terry, Jeremy, Wyatt, Graydon, Diego, Josh, Gene, and Travis. Let's get marshals out to the track, drivers up to the stand. Definitely gonna need some volunteers on this one. Definitely gonna need some volunteer marshals.
Wyatt Deer. Gene Dancing Machine. Josh Deer. Graydon Edwards.
All right, if I get some volunteer marshals out to the track, some sportsman guys, if you could come on out to the track to marshal. Caution at Karen, caution at Karen. If I get some volunteer corner marshals, volunteers, please. Thank you.
Jeremy Becker. Terry Brown.
All right, no speed, no speed. Straightaways closed, straightaways closed, straightaways closed. Order's going to go Terry, Jeremy, Wyatt, Graydon, Diego, Josh, and Gene. Again, Terry, Jeremy, Wyatt, Graydon, Diego, Josh, and Gene. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. Terry on the tone. Jeremy, Wyatt, Graydon, Diego, Josh, Gene. Caution sweeper, caution sweeper. .330 on the
After 30
clock.
seconds, The top drivers are Terry Brown, Josh Deere, and Wyatt Deere.
Caution at Karen, caution at Karen.
After 1 minute, 3 minutes left, the top drivers are Josh Deere, Terry Brown, and Gene Dancing Machine.
Trying. Caution, sweeper, caution, sweeper. Continued caution, continued caution. Clear.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Josh Deere, Terry Brown, and the Terminator.
.210 on the clock. Josh out in the 1, Terry in the 2, Wyatt in 3, Jeremy in the 4, Diego in the 5, Gene in the 6, 13-4, fast lap.
2 minutes left. After 2 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Josh Deere, Terry Brown, and Wyatt Deere.
.145 on the clock.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Josh Deere, Terry Brown, and Wyatt Deere.
120, Josh out in the 1, Terry in the 2, Wyatt in the 3, Jeremy in the 4, Gene in the 5, Diego in the 6.
One minute left. After 3 minutes 2 seconds, the top drivers are Josh Deere, Terry Brown, and Wyatt Deere. .45 seconds left.
40 seconds.
.30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 32
25 seconds.
The top drivers are Josh Deere, Terry Brown, and Wyatt Deere. .15 seconds left.
10 seconds. All right, she'll call you when you're done.
The Terminator done. Terry Brown done. Gene Dancing Machine done. Jeremy Becker done. Wyatt Deere done. All drivers are finished. Josh Deere done. The race is completed.
All right, Heat 2 is up.
Dan Jefferson. Old Guys Rule. Scott Jackson. Chad Kramer. Vince Lim. James Paulson.
All right, let's get marshals out to the track, please. Marshals out to the track. All right, no speed, no speed, no speed, no speed. Straightaways closed, straightaways closed, straightaways closed. All right, order's gonna go Dan, Eric, Scott, Vince, James, and Chad. All right, driver's ready, marshal's ready. Dan on the tone, here we go. Eric, Scott, Vince, James, Chad.
After 30 seconds.
Caution on the
top
back sweeper,
drivers are
caution
Old
on the back
Guys Rule,
sweeper.
Dan Jefferson
Clear.
and Vince Lim.
Three minutes on the clock. Dan out in the 1, Eric in the 2, Scott in the 3,
After
Vince in the
1
4,
minute
Chad in the 5,
left,
James
top
in the
drivers
6.
are Dan Jefferson,
Dan fast lap
Old
12,
Guys
6,
Rule,
2,
and
6.
Scott Jackson.
Eric's 12, 7, 3, 4. Dan on 19, 4, 0, 4. Eric on 19, 4, 12.
After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Old Guys Rule, and Scott Jackson.
All right. Daniel out front, Eric in the 2, Scott in the 3. No changes overall.
After 2 minutes left, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Scott Jackson, and Old Guys Rule.
Daniel, Scott, Eric, Vince, Chad, and James. Daniel's on a 19.403. Eric's on a 19.417. Corner, corner, corner.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson, Scott Jackson, and Old Guys Rule.
We got 110 left, 110. Daniel, Eric, Scott. Excuse me, Daniel, Scott, Eric.
1 minute left. After 3 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are Dan Jefferson,
Scott's
Old
still
Guys
within
Rule,
range
and
to
Scott
take
Jackson.
2 on the grid. He's got to pick up about 4 seconds. Now Eric back up.
45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are
30
Dan
seconds
Jefferson,
left, 30
Old
seconds.
Guys Rule, and Scott Jackson. "15 seconds left.
Still no changes. All right. Keep doing until she calls you done.
Old Guys Rule done. Dan Jefferson done. Scott Jackson done. Vince Lim done. Chad Kramer done.
And
All
waiting on
drivers are
James.
finished.
So could I get Eric or
Paulson
Dan
done.
to come call this next race? Please,
is
Eric or
completed.
Dan, one of you call the next race.
Robert Bacozzi. Justin Hall. Ty Trailer. Roger Same. Ryan Johnson.
That's right. Ask Casey, he knows. All right, so it looks like because he took the first one, Roger
Fearless leader.
and Justin in the 3. 19.403 will be the time to beat. We got corner marshals and no more speed. Line them up. Order's going to be Robert, Roger, Justin, Ty, Ryan, and Kevin. All right, so I'm going to call them fast. So Robert on the tone. Roger, Justin, Ty, Ryan, and Kevin. Time to beat is a 19.403 out of Bacosi for the TQ. These are double mains, so you got 2 chances.
After 30 seconds.
Got
top
Robert out in the
drivers are
1 with a
Robert Bacosi,
12-1
Justin
for the
Hall,
fast lap
and
of the
Roger
race.
Singh.
Justin in the 2, Roger in the 3, Ty in the 4, Kevin in the 5, and Ryan in the 6. 12-1 out of Robert and 12-3 out of Justin, 12-5 out of Roger. Robert is on pace to beat his first time. Oh, sweeper, clear. Oh, no, it's not.
After
Oh,
1 minute
Roger.
left, the top drivers are Robert Bacosi, Justin
That'll
Hall,
drop Roger
and
down,
Roger
I think,
Singh.
to the 4. Bacosi with a 12 flat, 12.002 for a fast lap of the race on a 24.03 pace. Two minutes, 30 seconds to go. Robert in the
1
1,
minute, 30
Justin in the 2,
seconds.
Kevin
The top
is in the
drivers are
3,
Robert
Roger's
Bacosi,
in the 4,
Justin
Ty in the
Hall,
5, Ryan
and
in the
fearless
6.
leader.
Roger's pulling off, saving his tires.
After 2 minutes left, 1 second. The top drivers are Robert
2 minutes to
Bacosi,
go.
Justin
Robert
Hall,
just threw down an
and fearless leader.
11.8. Cooking. Robert in the 1, Justin in the 2, Kevin in the 3, Ty in the 4, Ryan in the 5. Roger is a quitter. Oh, sweeper, clear.
After 2 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Robert Bacosi, Justin Hall, and fearless leader.
1 minute, 20 seconds to go. Robert in the 1, Justin in the 2, Kevin in the 3, Ty in the 4, Ryan in the 5. Justin needs to pick up about 3 seconds to take the number 2 spot. Roger had a 19.404. Justin, you're at a 19.407.
1 minute left. After 3 minutes 1
Little-
second,
to pick
the
up the
top
pace a little
drivers are
bit. You got
Robert
plenty of
Bacosi,
time to do it.
Justin Hall,
55
and
seconds
fearless
left.
leader.
Robert in the 1, Justin in the 2, Kevin in the 3. 11.83
seconds left.
out of Bacosi. After Karen. Clear. Whoa. No,
30 seconds left. After 3 minutes
19.407.
32 seconds, the top drivers
Got 30
are Robert
seconds.
Bacosi,
Need about
Justin Hall,
less than
and
2
fearless
seconds
leader.
to take the 2 spot for the starting position. 12.2 out of Justin for
seconds
his
left.
fast lap. 12.7 out of Kevin. 10 seconds to go. Robert in the 1, Justin 2, Kevin in the 3. Don't
Robert
stop till
Bacosi
you hear your
done.
name.
Justin Hall done. Ryan Johnson done. Ty Trailer done. All drivers are finished. Fearless leader done.
The order will be Robert, Roger, Justin, Kevin, Ty, and Ryan.
The race is completed.
Six. So Tuttle, are you out? He left. Okay. Okay, it is now 8:25 or 26. We're going to start at 8:30 with Sportsman B Main. Chris, Emily, Yoder, Chris Ratliff, Adam, Andrew, Nolan, and Dave. Actually, we're going to put, I'm going to put Rigsby in that too. So Rigsby, you'll start in the 1 in that race. And then we're taking 1 bump into the A, so it'll be 8 in the A and 8 in the B because Andrew left. So Rigsby, you'll start in the B1 position. And then we'll go into Pro Stock B, and then we'll go into the A's after that. Short course looks like it's 10, but there's not. There's only 9 because somebody left.